Alright guys, this is the second part of my server tour, and we're gonna start this off right back at Mr. Lightbrick's house to start this up. As you remember, last time I showed you his other house out there, and my snow biome house, and some of that other things. Today we're going to go see all the other numerous things on the server. I think this part's probably going to be longer than all the other parts because there's a lot. I did not organize this very well. But so I'm gonna run over to Bug Smasher's house, and it's really close to Mr. Lightbrick's house. I just live far away from all the others, I guess. I'm the loner. But so his house is in the distance here soon. Hopefully I'll be able to see it here soon. Yeah. Alright, so as you see, he built this little bridge across his area, but he used the new sunlight sensors to create a little light source. So when it's he's got it as an inverter, so when it's nighttime, he's gonna get light. So he's got his little pig farm over there because he spent the time to go find a mushroom biome and use it. But so here's this huge farming area. He's got a sugarcane farm set up now. Still working on it, I think he is. But he's got this huge, kind of terrible looking wheat farm, but it does give a lot of wheat. So, and this is apparently another quarry he's starting. Like, he needs more of those. But, his choice. Here's his main house. I feel like its roof could use some decoration to it because it's plain. But he's got just about as much as the rest of us. He spent a lot of his time gathering, and plays this a lot more than I do. As you see, that's a lot of food compared to what I have. But I almost killed a pigman or decided to enchant that. But he uses silk touch on just about anything he can find. I don't know why. He's the odd one of the bunch. But okay, making sure that's water. But here's his little mine, and these go on forever, it seems. So it's just some of his house. But next I'm going to be going to my house, which is a long ways away, but through the nether portals I can get there really quickly. So I'm going to be back as soon as I'm there, because it's still going to be a journey. Alright, and we are back, and this is my nether portal that'll take me to my old house. Alright, so as you see, I've got this nice little underground kind of spawning room. I've got my brewing stands, nether wart farm, water source over there, but mainly just, I don't know why I didn't organize this place at all. I've got netherrack, a lot of nether warts, and like I said, junk I really didn't organize. A lot of water bottles in case I want to make potions, but these chests are mainly empty. These are just some potions I have lying around. These are all his, well, this is not his, these are mine. These are all my potion supplies. I have 2 wither skulls because I've been in the nether a lot on this world. I've gathered a lot of wool here. This is where most of my items are, mostly picks and such, and I've got quite a few enchanted books here that are all level 30 enchanted, or I found in a mob chest. These are my building supplies where I have a lot of quartz. They are not hard to get actually with a fortune pick, so if you guys didn't know that, use a fortune pick on them, you'll get extra. And then this is my food / farming supply chest. But if we go up, you'll see that I'm on top of a hill, like on top of a sort of bluff, and the only way up is up that waterfall. And the whole bluff is completely surrounded by trees, so it adds kind of a cool look to it. And if I can get back up here quick, I will show you that, as you see, I've kind of made a quartz kind of just a altar, I guess. And I got this little farm set up, and this is my little tent that I have, and like I've just said, I just have a little more stuff up here. An anvil, you know. I have a really nice view over everyone up here. It's kind of why I chose to live up here. But so I'm gonna go on down to my altar, which I spent a lot of time. I had a little help with my friend I'm a Mina, and make sure you go check out his channel. He's doing MineZ videos, so if you're into that, you can check those out. So as you see, I've kind of got this system here, and you can throw an offer to the gods if you will, and the idea is you throw it in, and then you can use this, and it gives you cookies. It's kind of a gift for being nice to the gods. And then I've got the secret kind of hatch, I guess, and then everything someone throws in here, I get. It's mine. Over here, I also have an automatic cactus farm that you just don't see, but it gets me a lot of cactus. And if you don't know how to make one of those, maybe I can make a tutorial on how to make one if you would like me to. Post in the description, and I can do that. So that's all for down here, but as I go up here, there's not a whole lot more. I can show you my friend Jacob's house. He's Darren ×2, and he's lives close by, except he doesn't really live or play much. Most of this area is destroyed. I really wish they would take more care of the land, but they're them, I guess. And so here's his little house, and he doesn't have much. I think he's moving out, I guess, because all his stuff's practically gone. And that's all he has in his house. He really doesn't play a lot, like I said. Here's our mining hut, and Bug made it when he was playing. When he used to live here, and it still needs work. It's not even finished yet. This is I'm a Mina's house, and he started to live with me, but I think he still has his house because he likes it. I think it's a really good house. It's small, but it's also very nice, and he's just kind of got it set up. Doesn't have a lot, but he has this little farm. Here's our friend Apple Munchie's house. It's literally really small, and he says it's ballin' on no budget. I'll just let him go for it. Here's Max's farm, or I'm a Mina, and over here is King of Craft's house. He got it blown up by a creeper, apparently. I think all of them have just stopped playing on this because they fail so bad or something. I don't know. He's got redstone blocks here too. But so he's just really, a lot of them just don't play anymore. I think it's because they just kept getting blown up by creepers or something along those lines. But of course, someone has messed with this. That's not right. This was a lot of work. Well, I'll have to go in and fix it with cobble some other time. But so this is our spleef arena that we made. Homemade, full survival. It was a lot of work. And so the idea to this area down here is all the snowballs collect. If any fall in the water, they all collect in that area. And so if I run up here, which I'm about to, is the snow where you typically play spleef, you know. And if you break a block or two, the snowballs fall in the water. And I'll kind of show you what goes on down there. They fall through and land on these signs. Well, the signs stop the water. Then there's a little stream of water that will drop them down into this. And it's kind of just a steady flow until they hit right here, which is where I just was. So all the snowballs collect right here. And then you can just come down here and remake all the snow and go replace it. It's better than scurrying around under the water trying to collect the snowballs. That was a lot of pain, so we decided to go the full extra mile. This is our snowman farm. And speaking of that, you can see the end stone. So I'm going to go to the end and show you what we have built out there. But that is a long journey, so I'm going to pause the video and come back when I'm there. Alright, and I'm back, and once again we have another portal hooked up to the end portal, in a way. It's right next to it, so this is the easiest way to do it. Connecting the portals weren't easy, but it definitely helps. So, I'm now in the end, and as you see, we kind of have this little pillar over here, kind of goes outward, and I'll show you why that is once we're out there. So let's go. And this is kind of a long journey, but here's what it is, I'll tell you now. It's a Enderman spawning farm, kind of very similar to the Minecraft servers and mainly Etho and all them. We've just kind of taken off them, added their kind of XP farms into the server. We thought that that'd be good, and they're very efficient. You might want to go check out their videos to see how it's done, because this one was made by Bug Smasher. He decided that he wanted one. I didn't really know how to make them work, so he made one. And real quick, I'm gonna go in creative to kind of show you how it works without getting killed by anything, or, you know, I don't want to die in the middle of a video. So I will be back in, well, as soon as I get in creative. We're gonna go flying up there, and right over here you can see that this is our XP enchanting table, so we can enchant while we're here. And as you see, they are really spawning and falling the distance that they need. And so here's how it works. It is a lot of work up here, but they're set to where they spawn up here because it's very dark and it's not dark down there. And they will step on these pressure plates. That's all they need to do. They'll spawn in, accidentally step on the pressure plate. It pushes them. The vines make it to where they don't take extra damage. Then they fall all the way down and land here, which does enough damage to them to make it to where they're one hit with your fist. See? And then we just get a ton of ender pearls and a ton of XP this way. This is not my favorite XP farm on the server, but it is a very nice one. I will pause here, and I will be back at the other XP farm, which is in the Nether. Alright, we are back, and we are at the Nether, where our last form of XP farm is here. This is my favorite one because I think it gives a lot more XP than the Enderman farm. But as you see, this is a model of Etho's Blaze farm. We also took this off of him, but we very much thank him for his ideas. Now, this one works as the blazes spawn and fall in here. Pistons push them in. You click the reset button, and they fall into this little pin. You click crush. They get pushed forward and then crushed. As they get crushed, they go to half a heart, and then you just punch them once and they die. This is mainly all that's on my server. However, I think you will enjoy it, and I'm going to try and get a world download in the description. So, if you liked this, please like, favorite, or subscribe to me. I would appreciate any of them, and I will see you next time, guys.